My next guest is going to be fighting this Saturday at UFC 266. It is Karl Roberson back here on the program. Karl, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing great. It is good to see you back in action, man. Obviously, a big fight here on Saturday, but I actually, before we get into this, I found out you've been training at Glory MMA. When did that come together? How did you start training with them?
I lost Julian and Gina, and they was always cool with me, and every time we crossed paths, it was always cool. And I was looking for something different, like old school type feels, so I started watching their training and everything. And then I hit up Julian. Julian was like, "Yeah, man, come down. I'd love to have you." And then I talked to Kraus, and Kraus was excited, and I was excited, so they just told me to come down. I tried it out for about like 2 weeks. Left, came back, left, came back again, and then started my camp.
Very cool, man. So how long has it been then total? How long of a camp have you had with them?
About, I'll say 2 months.
Nice.
2 month camp, yeah.
Okay, and how did you know Julian and I'm assuming Gina is in Gina Mazzani, right?
Yeah. Just crossing paths from being in the UFC and everything and fighting on the same cards. Well, me and Gina fought on the same cards. Me and Julian never fought on the same cards. We just always been cool.
Small world. That's cool. With that said, what have you sort of taken away the most from the last two performances? I know not the way you wanted to go, but you're fighting tough guys, so it's not like you're losing to subpar competition. Martin Vettori just fought for a title.
I realized I'm fighting more people out of my domain. Like most people get strikers and everything, like what they need to get to the top, and then they start fighting the opposite to like the wrestlers and stuff. But I've been doing that since my whole career. Like, I think I'm one of the most strikers who fought. 90% of my fights have been wrestlers or high-level jiu-jitsu guys. So it doesn't really faze me anymore. I know what to expect. Kraus has helped me a lot with a lot of stuff, so I'm way more comfortable in a lot more positions. So let's get it.
So they tell you you're fighting Nick Maximov. Did you know anything about him? Because he only had the one fight on Contender Series and everything else. Was he someone that you were familiar with?
No, I had no idea who he is. But after the fact, I found out, I guess he's a high-level wrestler or something like that. Supposed to be a Diaz protege or something like that. So let's see if he's a Diaz protege or he's a wrestler. Because Diaz is like a fight. You're a wrestler, you're a wrestler. It's different. But we'll see. We know after he get hit a couple of times, he's going to dive. They all dive. We've seen that multiple times already.
And how do you feel like stylistically you match up against him in this fight?
It's stylistically, it's more. I think it's more for him stylistically, like if he's a diver. But stand up and what I've been working on, I said that wrong. Stylistically, in the beginning, before I started going with Kraus, he probably thought like, okay, it was for him. But now that I got Kraus and that type of mindset in my corner, is definitely fully mine now.
Who's the program?
All right, I'm doing an interview though. I'm doing an interview. You want to say hi? I'm doing an interview. You want to say hi?
That's good.
That's Mom Dukes.
There you go. Don't want to mess with Mom. That's all good. Won't keep you too long here. And sort of on that note, you have a lot more fights than Nick does. I mean, the experience is pretty evident, especially in the UFC. You've had a lot of UFC fights. How much do you feel like that will play a role in Saturday's fight?
Oh, that's gonna play a big role. A lot of people don't understand like the level jump or the pressure that gets put on you when you're out there and someone who's comfortable. So we're gonna see how he reacts to all the lights and everything. I'm pretty sure we got a crowd this fight card, right? It's in the T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah.
We got a crowd, so we got a crowd. Yeah. So all that energy, he's gonna be hyped. He's gonna be trying to dog out, use his wrestling pedigree. But that doesn't mean anything. We get to a higher level because we all been through tough fights. I fought hurt. I fought tired. I've been there. I've done that. So at this point, it's like, it's my choice. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Where we gonna be at? And let's get it.
Talked about Julian Marquez. Who are some of the other bodies you get to work with in the gym as far as training partners?
Julian Marquez, Kraus, a lot of regional guys.
If you forget any names, I know a couple over there. Jason Witt. I know Zach Cummins is there. A lot of Grant Dawson's. I know a lightweight, but he's a big guy. So
yeah. Brad Dawson, Hefe's down there. The 125er, he's fighting 2 weeks, October 30th, I think. Yeah. Dawson's fighting November, I think. Everybody's in there. There's so many fucking people. It's hard to
I know,
remember,
yeah. You almost need name tags or something, right? So.
Yeah, there's so many people. Like my boy Major Pack, you know them. He helped me out a lot. Shout out to him. Yeah, there's a lot, bro. There's like 50 of them. Like there's a lot. You know, I'm waterlogged right now, so remembering everybody's name.
All good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I understand.
It's mad.
How about the weight cut? You seem like you're in good spirits. I know you still haven't gone to Vegas yet, but everything going according to plan for the weight cut?
Yeah, everything's going according to plan. I'm light right now. Started my water load today. Started my water load yesterday. Seeing how it goes. But right now, everything's on track and we feeling good.
Awesome. And imagine James Krause will be in your corner. Who else will be in the cage with you that night?
It's gonna be James Krause is gonna be my coach and one of my training partners, Deshaun Sanders.
Awesome. And how's this fight playing out on Saturday? Obviously, you feel like you're going to win, but how do you envision the fight playing out?
Yeah, I look like I'm going for the finish second round. First round, he's gonna be all hype and everything, trying to wrestle, all crazy, energy all high. We're gonna see how he goes, and then start looking to beat him up and really finish him off second round.
How many more fights do you have in your contract? Do you know? Do you sort of have an idea of sort of your current contract status?
I think I have 2.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good. It's not because I knew you were kind of getting close to the end of it. So 2 more. So you got this one and then 1 more, because that's usually, I think you usually renegotiate on the last one, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, we negotiate before the last one.
Yeah, before the last one. Sorry. Yeah. That way you don't go into free agency and you're whatever. So that makes sense. But, kind of saying that, does that add a bit more to this fight? I know obviously, you got a new opponent here, like I said, and I know you're looking to get back on the winning track. Does that sort of add a bit more to this fight? Just, knowing what's like you said, the contract's going to be up pretty soon.
The UFC, every fight's a big fight. You have your biggest wins and your biggest losses on this stage. So it is all the pressure that comes with it. I try to not really think about that, because that's unnecessary pressure I put on myself. Like, I'm going out there to perform regardless. So me adding extra pressure to myself is not going to do anything but hurt me at this time.
And do you see yourself getting 1 more fight in this year? Would that be ideal, or are you kind of looking more towards next year?
That's how this plays out. If I come out unscathed, like no real problems or anything, I'm always down for a good fight. But if not, I'm probably wait till next year and play the game how it's supposed to be played. See what's up next.
And obviously, camp sounded like it went great. Do you see yourself doing camps here going forward at Glory, or is it what are sort of your overall thoughts on this training camp? Yeah,
the energy was great. The mentality is great. The culture there is great. So yeah, I'm definitely going back there.
Where do you stay when you're down in Missouri? Because obviously, you're from New Jersey originally, right?
Yeah, I was at Airbnbs this time, but I'm looking to get something a little more stable.
Okay, that's cool. And before we go, what's downtime looking like? I know the focus has been on training. You're away from home. You're in the gym. You're training all the time and stuff. But you getting any Netflix or any video games, anything like that?
Yeah, Netflix, anime, and video games. Call of Duty. I've been playing a lot of Naruto Strikers, Naruto Shippuden 4, Storm. What else games I've been playing? New Power Rangers game. Netflix? Nah, I haven't really been on Netflix. Netflix been slacking lately.
I agree. Yeah.
But I'm waiting for the Demon Slayer game to come out and for some animes to start up again. But I'm watching My Hero Academia. What else was I watching? Some other things. There's a lot of them going on. All their names be crazy.
I can't remember if I've asked you this before, but let's say there's someone who's never watched anime before. I know you like anime. What would you recommend they get into if they're looking to get into anime? Because I'm sure all the good shows and all that. Is there one that sort of stands out for like a newbie?
I say like a Naruto, because it got longevity and you can watch it when you want to, and the storyline is good and the action is fire.
There you go. And speaking of action, you're back in action this Saturday, UFC 266. Karl, thanks for doing this, man. For those who don't know, I had to reschedule last week, had some family stuff going on, and then even today we got the time or whatever, but we figured it out, man. So before we go, I'll give you the last word.
Hey, appreciate you for having me, my guy. Make sure y'all look out for the fight. I'm out here trying to dominate and show y'all some new stuff.
And where can they get a hold of you? Social media, all that stuff, and any sponsors, anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Hey, K_Baby K Roberson on Instagram, KBabyK, that's Twitter. Shout out to my sponsors at Pollen, Major Pack, Thrive.
And plenty more in your social media, because you're always posting it there, right?
Yeah, basically. So y'all gotta find that on social media. whole bunch of stuff.